and wine writers become wine reps.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Over the past 2 days, I got in 2 workouts without missing a single day. I've really been feeling smooth and fluid when it comes to the reflex ball, so much so that I even made a TikTok about it. Thank you to you guys for all the love and support on the previous episode with Llewellyn. The comments rolled in and I'm really glad to hear that you guys enjoyed it so much because I have a few more questions from him in the chamber for you guys. When you're working with a brand to create content, what is the one thing that you always keep in mind?
Authenticity. All I consider it to be is just if you are really immersing yourself in whatever it is that you're doing, it will become such an authentic engagement with whoever is interacting with you. A lot of people are moving away from overly edited, overly stylized photography because it seems almost untouchable, because we've almost now created a barrier between our audiences and the content that we're putting out. Yes, make beautiful posts, but to remain core to the reason we started doing whatever we've chosen to do. That way a brand finds it easy to collaborate with you. It's a very genuine collaboration. They look at you and say, our values align, our clientele align, let's work together and let's see how we can make beautiful content together. But also bearing in mind to have the air of professionalism. Yes, it's all well and good having beautiful Instagrams, writing beautiful blog posts, but what's incredibly important is that you realize that at some point, if this is where you're going, it's going to become a professional transaction. The point is either to sell more wine or to get people sleeping in hotels. In order to do that, we need to be professional. We need to realize that we're selling a product. We have been in many ways paid, if you're doing a trade exchange with a product, or actually physically paid monetarily to fulfill a profession. Travel bloggers become travel agents and wine writers become wine reps. Don't take on too many brands. Find things that align with you correctly and maintain authenticity.
What is one food that most people neglect to try that more people should?
One that I've kind of gotten back to my roots with, as much as we enjoy eating out, is to very much focus on cooking at home. I think it's very scary and they feel that it's just so much more affordable to pop out to a Burger King or a franchise and just purchase some form of, and I don't want to call it junk food, but fast food, when so many things that are outside and available outside are very easily replicated at home. There are a lot of chefs on Instagram who, especially now with quarantine, are sharing their ways of very simply making favorite dishes that you might have experienced in a restaurant at home. And if you do feel that way, and if you find that the kitchen is intimidating, find someone you align with that maybe has the same type of kitchen you have. Is it a small student type kitchen where you normally make 2-minute ramen styled meals? How do you jump from ramen to maybe a stir fry with teriyaki chicken using a store-bought 2-minute noodles? Get in the kitchen, try something. There are amazing things to start off with and eventually build from there.
What is one thing that you believe about the hospitality industry that most people would disagree with you on?
I have so many things going on because of the state that we're in now and because of Corona and lockdown, and we need encouragement, we need tourism, we need visitors, and especially locals. We need people telling the South African story, being proud of staycations that they've been on in the area that they live in, or perhaps just popping on a plane when that's allowed, telling the story and becoming brand ambassadors again, taking a short left and staycations and the beautiful beaches of Paternoster that are very Grecian, heading out to Franschhoek, Stellenbosch and Paarl for that winelands, either Californian or French inspired. Go to Swartland and meet some of the most amazing small producers that have great stories, that are incredibly friendly. Let's just keep spreading the word of just how hospitable we are as a nation.
Yo, today's question comes in from Mattattacker Zoe and it says, what is the best coffee brand? That's a hard question. I can't say what is the best because best is subjective. It's the same thing for like, who is the best painter? Some person might think it's one person, some person might think it's another. What I will say though is during this lockdown period, I have been almost exclusively drinking Italian ground smoky and intense. This is from a brand called House of Coffees. I think ultimately it boils down to your preference. Like this is an Arabica coffee bean itself. They are Robusto. It depends on what you like. I'm thoroughly enjoying this one though. As this episode wraps up, I want to just say a big thank you to all of you who stopped what you were doing to give it a watch. I will catch each and every one of you beautiful Mattattackers in the next one. Go hustle, go grit, and I'll see you then. Peace.
Hospitality is very important to the brand of South Africa.